In some ways, I feel too young to receive this award. And yet at the same time, I'm old enough to know what an honor it is. And it got me thinking. I mean, I'm young enough to get TikTok. And I'm old enough to know that I speak this from Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. I'm young enough to know that there's more to pronouns than the binary he and she. And old enough to know that the master's tools will not dismantle the master's house. I'm young enough to have the hip band Nehewak on my Spotify list, but old enough to still believe that the best music came from the 1970s. Let the angry tweets begin. My friend Corey Knifer, who's probably sending the first angry tweet, says something simple but true. Life is all about relationships, and mine have been so rich, and without which I never would have received this award. I want to thank the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Advisory Board and my nominator, Mary Beasley, who is certainly the loveliest person you could ever hope to meet. And my supporters, Judge David Arnott, who is continually encouraging and supporting the many good ideas that I have. And my first and very best boss and most loyal friend, Vera Pezer. I figure if you're very lucky, you will get one mentor in life. I've been lucky to have had at least 3. George Kuttai, my dad, Finn Peterson, my coach, and of course, Vera. I'm indebted to my past professors and how they changed me. With an education in literature, research, human rights, disability rights, Doctors Pamela Down, Dave Scott, Ron Markin, Hillary Clark, Lee Zong, Kent Kowalski, and Leslie Biggs, and my thesis supervisor, Donna Goodwin. I am forever connected to those with whom I once worked, like my forever friends in student services, especially Room 60. Some of the most important relationships I have today came from Lower Place Royale, despite the bus fumes and the secondhand smoke. And there are obviously too many people to name here, but I want to name some of them because my career at the University of Saskatchewan is shaped entirely by relationships with people like Brian Billicrelli and Wayne Scrappick, Pam Komanowski, Mario from the USSU, and Tanya from Women and Gender Studies, Liz from Parking, and Cheryl from Room Scheduling, Edna Warrington, Pauline Mellis, Jackie Fraser, and Joe Garcia. People who are always there to lift me up and help me remember that there were more allies than enemies amongst us. And above all, it was my honor to work with and for students, especially those who had disabilities. If any of them happen to be watching this, just know that I remember you. I think of you often. You fueled my desire for a more inclusive campus, and I thank you. I also want to thank my friends at the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center and my new friends at the Saskatoon Public Library, as well as the board of the 1989 Canada Games Foundation, for letting me be like a little part of a force that is making Saskatoon a stronger, more connected community. I would like to also thank the staff and my fellow commissioners at the Saskatchewan Human Rights Commission, who, among other things, believes in Section 1 of the UNESCO Declaration on Racism, which says, and is arguably more important than ever, all human beings belong to a single species and are descended from a common stock. And even in this time of great stress, I have faith that a lot of Saskatchewan believes this too. Let me thank my own strong family stock, my big-hearted in-laws, the Sibes, my good siblings and parents, particularly a dad who imagined a future for me when I could not. Daryl and I have created our own little stock in a warm home that always contains a dog. Our children are good thinkers, and each with a strong social conscience. They are warm and funny and kind. And thank goodness, without question, without hesitation, they know the first 4 notes to Stevie Wonder's Sir Duke. My last and most important thank you is to my husband, Daryl Sibe, who inspires me with his work ethic, his passion for what is right and fair, and how he is continually the smartest guy in most every room. He wants a better world. And it is a gift to live with someone like that. There's still a bunch of stuff that I want to do. So I'll accept this award and hope that you see more from me. Thank you.